Hi. Showing up. I was wondering to myself, am I going to record another video today? And the answer was always yes. uh, these are our little friends. They represent our two little fluffy friends, Peanut and Bun, our IRL bun bows, but these are cute little furry friends. They're very cute and soft. So, yeah, I was asking Hayden, I'm like, what plushie should I have for the video? He said, how about the Peanut one? So I got the Peanut and the Bun ones. And Peanut and Bun are the names of our IRL bun bows. They're super cute. So, yeah. If anyone's looking for a really good chapstick, I just ordered this off Amazon. It's called Moroccan Magic, and I love it. It's organic, and I love putting chapstick on like in the morning after I brush my teeth, after I get out of the shower, and one more time before I go to bed. So those are like the times where I really like to put on like chapstick. So yeah. Anyways, wishing everyone well wishes, sending well wishes to everyone, and hope you're having a great day and feeling grounded in yourself, feeling like yourself. So yeah. Oh yes, my son wanted me to shout out a banger song. It's called Hit the Road, HITDA, and Road, RHODE, and it's by Sev Does Music. And I looked it up on Spotify, and it had under 1,000 listens. So it's a new one, but it's a banger. So check it out if you haven't heard it yet. Yeah. So yeah, what do I have to talk about? Tomorrow, my mom is coming over, and she actually came over and dropped off a bunch of groceries today. We're going to cook together. Yay! So we'll see how much she's actually gonna be comfortable being on the camera. But yeah, we're gonna make a dish that is actually really, really, really special to us, because it's my dad's like his special like go-to dish that he makes. And my dad passed in August of 2021, and it's like his special dish, which is a Vietnamese green papaya salad. And when we have like events or like dinner parties, like it was like his like he's the guy that makes it. And so when I was talking to my mom, I'm like, gave her the idea of like, oh, and I just saw my dad's angel number 333, and that just flashed right above the camera. So yay, bless. When I see 333, I'm like 333, and I tell myself back on Tung Ba Lam Bai in Vietnamese, which is like, Dad, I love you so much, Dad. And then I say 333, love, bless. Anyways, yeah. So we're making his dish, in honor of him. So it's gonna be really special, and I feel like that is the perfect first dish to make as the start of a fun cooking adventure with my mom. So I feel like that would be really fun for us to do together. So yeah, we're gonna record that tomorrow. So that would be cool. Yeah. So one thing that I wanted to speak on was what do you guys do to clear your space, or like what are your fun rituals to to like fix any like energetic imbalances that you might feel, or like if you're, I don't know, maybe you just like went to like a event or something and you come home and you're like, you're just like, I want to like clear my space and clear my energy. Like, what are your go-tos? Like, do you meditate? Do you do yoga? Like, what are your things? Like I like to like light sage, and I'll smudge my space. And I have some sage right here, California white sage. I bought some seeds, and I bought some seeds, and I tried to grow white sage, and I think it might have been, I love gardening, so I'm really into gardening, and I do like herbs and veggies, like outdoor, and it's mostly during the spring and summer season, where we are, we get winter season, so some of the stuff doesn't last all year round, but yeah, we get I get a good amount of veggies. So I do like tomatoes, zucchinis. There's herbs that come back, that come back each year, which is really cool. Like we have like the mints and the chives, and I got sage. Well, I actually bought sage. It's the sage that you use as an herb, like a cooking herb, though, and I got it like the sage that you buy in like the grocery store, like the little organic packets, and I was able to just like cut I cut the bottom, and then I just like right underneath like the node, and then I just I put it into just straight into the, well, you can put it in a little cup of water if you want first, but I just put it straight into the ground because I was watering every day my garden, and it took off and grew. I did it in a few different spots, and I actually did that with thyme, with sage. It's really easy to do it with mints. Pretty much all the herbs you can do that. I did it with lavender. You can just as long as you're watering it, daily, and if it's really warm weather, maybe a few times a day, just keep the soil moist. You can get it to grow from just little stems from what you bought at the grocery store that you didn't eat. You pluck off the leaves and you just put the stem in, and they'll grow a big old plant. So yeah, I'm actually doing that right now with some rose stems that I cut from our house, and they're all sprouting like new leaves right now. And it's actually with roses, it's really, really, really nice to do it during the fall season when you get more rain, and the cold season, because then it doesn't like dry out the stem. So that's the best time, I feel like, if you're going to be doing that. So I actually haven't tried roses. So I have about like, I don't know, like maybe 5 or 6 rose stems that have sprouted like new little like leaves and stuff that so it's pretty cool. We have rose bushes at our house that have been around for a while. So, and they're really special rose bushes because they were from when my parents used to own this house. They planted a bunch of roses in the front, and so those roses have known me since I was a little child. Yeah, it's about like the single digits. So yeah, pretty cool. But yeah, something else I love. So that's for me. That is really, really grounding, and really, really like a way for me to feel just really, really like mindful, and just I love gardening. It feels so good to just like be out there and like just planting things and doing things around the garden. I love just being able to go out and pick my own like fruits and veggies, knowing that they're organic, herbs. So it's pretty cool being able to go and just pick stuff for dinner and just know that you grew it. And it's so magical just watching the plants grow, and just like, it's a little seed, whether you buy the little sprouts from the store or you plant a seed, just being able to like plant a little seed, and then, you know, before you know it, you're like eating the fruits, or the, you know, like the veggies, like you're eating like the like you're harvesting from the seeds. So, which is pretty cool. I mean, pretty cool. That I'm under exaggerating, or yeah, it's very cool. It's a miracle. It's beautiful. So that, yeah, I really enjoy. I've been doing daily yoga for I want to say like 3 years now, and that's it's really amazing. And yeah, I love music. I feel like music is also really therapeutic, and just, yeah. And I've been listening to like handpan music lately, before going to bed, and I feel like it's just like something really nice about it. It's like, you know, like it's music that's recorded, that of people playing, you know, live, and you know, they're in nature with the intentions of love, you know. So I feel like you know, that it's like, I just can feel like, you know, it's with the intentions of love, you know. And so for me, that's something that I feel like is really important, that you know, whatever we do, just like pause for a moment, and just set the intent that we're like, you know, like just the intent, like I'm doing this with intentions of love, you know, with loving awareness. And so, yeah. Yeah, what else is there? Oh, I've been doing lately these neuro-lymphatic exercises, which I feel like they're really nice to incorporate with the yoga. So, and then dancing, like love dancing. You know, my son likes listening to funk music, so we'll just blast like funk music, and then we'll just like get down, you know, and that's really fun. I'm really loving the jump style Romance Planet Fall into the Floor song, for like just dancing around your living room. Yeah, that's awesome. Check it out and blast that, and just have fun and go at it. But yeah, so those are the few things that I really enjoy. And like for me, eating healthy, like you know, I feel good when I eat healthy, you know, and just feel good about what you're eating. Like, I mean, if you're gonna enjoy a cup of ice cream, you know, or, feel good doing it, you know? Yes, feel good doing it. Like, just, you know, feel good doing, I think that's also, you know, feel good doing things that you love, you know? So, yeah, I get, you know, like, it's weird. Like, I you know, like very recently, like, I just kind of like felt like a little heavy, like a heaviness, and then something, like, I listened to my body, and it just told me like just eat a lot of like salads. I was doing like kale salads with tons of veggies, all different, like, it's just, and I did that for like, I don't know, like a few weeks, you know, like just had just these big bowls of salads, and I just wasn't feeling like eating any kind of like, I wasn't feeling like eating like ice creams or like desserts or like pizzas. And then just recently again, I, you know, had pizza yesterday, and, you know, I've been eating these really yummy like vegan ice creams, and yeah, I was like, oh yeah, they're tasting good again, because I just wasn't feeling it, and I was just like, the only thing that was like really sounding good to me was like the salads. And so, yeah, just so you know, yeah, feel good doing what you do. So take care of yourself, you know. Yeah, so yeah, what else is the rituals that Oh yeah, sometimes I will love to, sometimes I would just visualize like you know, like if my thought went somewhere that like I didn't want it to go. Like you know, like a thought entered and you're like, "Oh, you know, I have this whole like, you know, like visualization where I am like um where I will be like X, like in my head I will see like these like X buzzers, like you know, like when you watch like America's Got Talent or something, and they're like giving the X buzzers like bzz, you know, and I would just give that thought like the X buzzer like bzz, like, you know, like 3 X buzzers and then 1 big X buzzer, but then I'll picture like this like big vacuum coming and like just kind of swirling around and just sucking up any kind of thoughts or energy like that's just not serving me, and just whoop, and like and then like it goes through this whole like process of transforming it to you know loving awareness, and then like releasing it. So I'm like, okay, you know, like, gonna let go of that heaviness, that you know, those thoughts that are not serving me, or the heaviness, you know, that's not serving me. So yeah, those are some of the things I do to stay light, and to stay mindful, and to feel good, you know. So yeah. So yeah, share with me things that what are your rituals, or your activities that you do to feel good? What makes you happy? So that'll be fun to learn. And yeah, what else is there? Let's see. Oh, um, I did want to talk about, you know, like so there's this doctor, psychologist. I don't know all his fancy titles, but I've seen him a few times on like I on YouTube, and at first I didn't know who it was, and I like one of his interviews like was really intriguing. Like he was talking to this guy about how he was talking to this guy about like the guy was talking about how he you know, like how he was like, you know, on a roll of like, you know, doing things that you know, like bettering himself, and you know, like how like if he had a moment that like triggered him, he was really hard on himself, and took that as a big like setback, you know. And I talked about that on my other video of like the importance of giving ourselves grace, you know. And so you know, I feel like it's like if we don't ever like, I mean, like for me it's like I feel like you know, like ask ourselves like why, like, you know, like if you're feeling triggered, like ask yourself why, you know. And I feel like it's usually like the people that we like love so much, you know, that we feel that like the people that we love, the people that like that we that like that mean a lot to us. I feel like we can feel more like we can feel more affected, you know. So like, you know, so like, so I don't know, I don't feel like I I don't feel like, because there's people who talk about like, oh, like don't react at all, or like if you're feeling triggered, I feel like I don't know, like it doesn't seem so nice to be a complete stoic like wall, like where I don't know, like you just where no one can get through, because like I mean it's like you love the person and you want to allow yourself to be vulnerable, like so it's I don't know, it's I don't like I so it's like do you want to be like that hard, like super like just to be like that hard and tough. But like yeah, so the guy he was being super honest and very very open, with how like he feels like he was that he was doing really like when you feel like you're on a roll and you're doing really well, and then you have something triggers you and you feel like you feel hard on yourself, and he was saying that he would get really hard on himself, and I remember I related to that so much. And the doctor that he was talking to, so his name is Dr. Gabor Mate. I think I'm not sure if I'm saying his name completely correct, but and I just remember like he was so kind, because he was sharing things about himself, like really intimate things about himself, and just being like a total, like he was very open. And I was like, wow, and I was just so intrigued by him. And like a few other times, like interviews with him popped up, and there was this one that I recently watched, and it was on the Joe Rogan experience, and he talked about how he went he talked about how he was I don't know about if he was leading the retreats, but he was going to these retreats where they were healing retreats, where people were doing and I wrote down the name because I wasn't sure exactly how to pronounce it, but when people were doing ayahuasca ceremonies, healing ceremonies, and he was really honest about how when he went to one of these ceremonies, and he was supposed to be like a person that was going to be like a helpful person at the ceremony, to help with the healing. And what ended up happening was the shaman actually like told him that he needed to like leave the room, and that he was holding like he was holding such dark energy that they were feeling that it was affecting the other people there that were there for the healing. And he was supposed to be like the doctor there that was supposed to be like aiding in the healing, but turns out that he was holding so much of that energy, of the dark energy. So basically, what reason why I brought that up is because I was actually thinking about how like I feel like when I'm having conversations with people, and I feel like I am so caring. Like I have a caring nature. Like I feel like I'm empathetic. I'm compassionate. The truth is I sincerely care. Like sincerely care. Like I really do. Like I know I do. And I feel it. I feel it how much I care. Like I know. Like I just, and it's like from the bottom of my heart. Like it's sincere, and and I feel like people will open up to me and feel safe, just speaking to me, and sharing. And for me, I feel grateful because I'm like, wow, it means that I'm a safe place. Like I'm like that's actually I'm very honored. Like because they consider me a safe place. So that's I'm honored. I'm also honored that I could be of help, and to be of comfort. The thing is that for Dr. Gabor Mate, when the shaman pulled him aside and told him that he had to leave, and he was saying that they had him in a separate space, and they performed these one-on-one healing on him, and what they were saying was that since he has helped so many with because he specialized in helping people with trauma, that since he was helping so many people with their traumas, that he was absorbing that energy. And so and to me, when he was sharing that on the Joe Rogan Experience, for me, the first thing that came to mind was this man, he's really he was so honest, and so he was so honest with with his journey of healing, and of not just healing others, but his own personal experience of of his healing, and his journey and growth, and so and he shared that when they were doing the ceremony on him, that he was thinking in his head oh, I'm such a tough wall, they're not gonna be able to crack me, that's and so what ended up happening was after so many nights of them of the healing ceremony that they went through, he said he did have a breakthrough, and I've heard about other people, mainly celebrities and people on YouTube that had gone through, had done these ayahuasca ceremonies, which it was really interesting to learn and read about it. What I was, for me, it's what I was thinking when he was sharing that was that I can relate to when people are sharing their stories with me. I care so deeply, and sometimes I can feel this heavy energy from whatever they're sharing, and it feels there's a weight to it, and so for me, it's I need to do my rituals, to clear that, to clear my space, and to because if it's if I'm out out in the world, and I am just getting loaded with this different energy that people are sharing these stories, and I feel there's a weight to it because I'm sensitive to energy, and because I care so much and so deeply. So for me, it's really important to continue to do activities that are gonna keep me clear, and so it doesn't clutter my energy field, and also clutter my mental state as well. So yeah, you know, I do, you know, I do things that are going to be, that feel good to me, that are going to keep me feeling good. And yeah, so really, really, really interesting interview that the one that I watched, and it was the Joe Rogan Experience with Dr. Gabor Mate. If you guys want to look it up, I really enjoyed watching that one, and he had a lot of really like a lot of things that that I really resonate with regarding like just you know, nurturing our children, and just a lot of things really resonated with me, like my inner wisdom of being a mother, you know, like really aligns with a lot of the things that he was saying, that through his practice and experience, and so that I felt that was a really inspiring, and just yeah. And this quote that I remember, and it says it's amazing what you can do when it's amazing what you can do when you don't care who gets the credit, or something like that. I don't know if that's the exact quote, but you know, to me it's like, okay, you know, if it's a really, really important you know, if it's something really important, it's you know, does it matter who really gets the credit for it, as long as it's accomplished. So yeah, but I guess we're all doing our best, and you know, be proud of that. Thank you for being here, and yeah, kind of just went freestyle style again today. Yeah, tomorrow it's gonna be a fun cooking video. I want to do some fun stuff, like some fun videos. Yeah, I want to do some fun stuff, and just have fun. Enjoy life. Have fun. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Sending love and blessings. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.